This is Dr. Tia. Welcome to Fish and Bread Church. I hate you. I was recording a song for church the other day, and the words and the music came to my mind sideways, transdermally, in my memory and in my ear, as many things electronic do. And it occurred to me that perhaps instead of singing hope and spiritual goodness with the Bible in the background dancing upon the PowerPoint screen that I had envisioned for the church at the time would be more memorable. We live in a time and an age where memory is precious, and although we can't see everything that's going on, doing things which shocks people helps retain things within our memories. On Wednesday, August 17th, 2022 at 10:42 p.m., Webster's Dictionary described hate as an intense hostility and aversion, usually deriving from fear, anger, or a sense of injury, an extreme dislike or disgust. After being in school for 10 years and becoming a doctor conferred by the Queen Mother herself and her children, I have learned that hatred and other intense emotions are controlled by the hippocampus in your brain, which is like the superhighway for the truckload of emotions that run through your mind. And it's stored in your memory, which is right above your ear. So every time you cry, or every time you encounter someone that hurts you, it feels like your teeth hurt. It feels like your temples are going to throb or explode. It feels like you're going to have an aneurysm, which is where, during times of fear and fight or flight, your heart muscle pumps to your brain enough blood so that you could make quicker decisions. Before we continue, let me just explain to my family that I know that hatred is the absence of love. When I was in school, I used to hate it when teachers would teach that way. Water is the absence of fire, or fire is the absence of water. That doesn't explain anything very well. So what I've come to understand is that hatred is an emotion that helps you separate yourself from things who are not like you. When you hate something, your person, place, or thing, I don't like you because I am not you, you are not me, and we're not the same. And you're trying to tell them that in a way that severs their life so that you can be the king or queen, the one in control, and the person that you hate will simply die. Having said all of that, the Quran states in Al-Kafar 108:3, only the one who hates you is truly cut off from any goodness. The Bible says in the New King James Version, I choose that version because it won a covenant. It says in Matthew 5:43 through 48, you have heard that it was said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say to you, love your enemies, bless those who curse you, do good to those who hate you, and pray for those who spitefully use you and persecute you, that you may be sons of your Father in heaven. For he makes his sun rise on the evil and on the good. He sends rain on the just and on the unjust. And the Quran contradictory in this way. I can't describe it specifically, but I want you to know that if you wish blessings upon your enemies at just the right time, they'll never receive the good. You'll see it with your own eyes. For example, when I was becoming a doctor, I learned how to write papers with problem statements first, and then I would create hypotheses and try to test those questions and answer things myself by literary review. If you write your papers, problem statements first, your enemies are the people who are attached to you, which will continually say no to whatever you're writing down electronically, therefore solving or nullifying the problems. The Bible in this way is nullifying your issues, such as hate, from your enemies by telling you to nullify it with love. I know it's hard to understand, and I know it's hard to love your enemies when they show you hate, but try it sometime. In this church, we shall touch and agree that we love our enemies until our lives are threatened, and then you may exhibit